despite this weather, which is inclement to say the least. They're off and they're racing. Now El Giro del Mondo left from the middle of the line very well with Olden, and they're up in the early part fighting for the lead with Desert Edge Ray. Beats of Wars pressing on as well, and now Be Awesome also striding up there with those soon after the start. In behind them came Hot Like Chili, Wicked Cool just in front of it. Down on the inside, I Love Your Smile, and Mystical Man drops out to be a conspicuous last at the judge. Beats of War fires up in front there, hit the bridle hard, leading the way from Be Awesome. A length and a half off those then is Olden, who's got into a nice trailing spot at the crossing just outside of Desert Edge. Ray is next on the inside in front of Wicked Cool, a length and a half away behind them to El Giro del Mondo. The favourite getting back a touch worse than midfield. Down on its inside, I Love Your Smile, then Hot Like Chili, and almost 2 lengths behind those is Mystical Man, just lumbering along there at the tail end of the field. Over into the back they go. About 8 lengths covered the field. Beats of War shows the way, mouth wide open. Just wants to stride along a little here at the 1200 mark, but being held together. Out by a length on Be Awesome. No changes afoot at this stage of proceedings. Desert Edge down on the inside, occupying third placing just in front of Olden, who's enjoying a terrific run. 1.5 to Ray, cluttered away down on the inside at the 1000 from Wicked Cool. El Giro del Mondo just starting to pull a shade back there on the outside of Love That Smile, and they're being followed then by Hot Like Chili and Mystical Man, about to get going now and rolling at the 800 metre mark from last. Beats of War takes them down the side, 3/4 of a length in front. Be Awesome second, a length and a half. The Desert Edge down on the inside of Olden. They're really starting to roll along. They're quickening right up, 2 lengths behind those Ray, Wicked Cool, followed further back then by I Love Your Smile. It's back with El Giro del Mondo, Mystical Man and Hot Like Chili relegated to last. Well, Beats of War heads for home. They've got 400 left to go. It'll be all the way for Beats of War if it can get the job done. 3 in front, Be Awesome, Desert Edge and Olden, and a day back to the others. Beats of War flying solo extends the lead. 250 from home. It's all Beats of War. Beats of War is going along here and dancing to a different beat today. Beats of War by 5. Olden trying hard. Then came I Love Your Smile. But this is the real Beats of War, and Beats of War comes away and has won it, and won it easily. Beats of War in a canter from Olden. I Love Your Smile third home. Desert Edge, El Giro del Mondo next in. Ray followed further back then. Be Awesome, Hot Like Chili, Mystical Man and Wicked Cool rounds them up at the tail. Beats of War, 539 days since he last saw the judge. Today, with Zeph and Johnston Porter in the saddle, well, he's made that a one-act affair, and the Hyphenator brothers have won all 4 races today. Clint and Zephin have got the card at the moment, and that was something we didn't quite expect to see. He had been beaten big margins in recent times, but today Beats of War just kept on going, and nothing back in the field made any impact on him at all. 2:26.19 is the time for the race. That is what do we got there? That's 6:10, nearly 11 seconds outside the record, but they're on very heavy ground. And this horse, well, he got through it like a duck. And he's not essentially a wet tracker. He's had 7 previous runs on soft for 1 win, but that's about the extent of it. And he hasn't won for a long time, but it's good to see him back today for those owners that are involved, including one Glenn Reginald Walker. Along with impressive racing, A. McGrath, R. Humphreys, Grant McCleary, J. Hayes and NJ Magro, Madames Rowland, Specia Baroni, Graham Hoff, Jarvie Perkins, Fear, Griffiths and McGill, trained by Darren McAuliffe, and Zephin Johnston Porter in the saddle. The boys having a big day, the brothers. Second home, number 11, Olden. Every hope from Holly Watson. It hadn't won for 11:34 days. Make that 11:35 now by Alfred Nobel, trained by Donald O'Connor. And I Love Your Smile, back there a distant third. Luke Fernie, Chanel Cooper for the Fernie stable, and it's a Sebring mare, but they were coming home at long intervals there in race number 4. Beats of War Certainly racing to the beat of a different drum here this afternoon. Race 5, the Glenroy Chaff Handicap, 1200. 7 Yarra Lee comes out there, and we'll go downstairs to Lockie and get his thoughts after that all-the-way win by Beats of War, who never looked like getting beaten.
Thanks, Darren. It was an easy watch for punters of Beats of War, leading all the way, and Darren McAuliffe joins me now. Darren, congratulations on the win. That was a nice and easy watch. Great ride from young Zephyr out in front.
Yeah, I was a little bit worried. You know, he's sort of a little bit slow away, messing around the gates, and then Zeph gave him a little bit of a jab to go forward. I thought we were probably doing his speed, and we were hoping we could sort of maybe back off a little bit and get a breather mid-race, which he did. But you know, when you give him a jab after stepping slow, I said to the owners, I said, oh, it's a recipe for disaster, because he can tug so hard. You know, that whole family, we've got to gallop on race day, because otherwise, you know, Gadding was the same. They just pull too hard. They just bounce out of work like it's nothing. So, yeah, we've got him right now.
It's been over 500 days since he's last saluted the judge. What has been his story over the last couple of years?
Well, how many issues could a horse have? Yeah, he had a little hock strain, he had feed, he had all sorts of manner of issues, and little viruses here, there and everywhere that went through the stables, and we lost form for a bit. So, yeah, it's just taken a little bit of time to get him back, and I was very confident he'd win last start, but he just got driven mad up front, and there was no peace, and probably didn't handle that 5% track, which yeah, I hate the bloody thing, but that's another story. But good getting back here. His record here is excellent.
You look to be well represented later on in the day with Cool Memory and Autumn Rebel in the last.
Yeah, well, he was the tougher one of the day, I thought. But I said to Ash Maley when we left on Wednesday, I said I'll get 3 winners today. So he'll be up at Royal Gascoyne Junction. Yeah. So hopefully he's got on.
1 down, 2 to go. Pressure's on. Well done.
Yeah, exactly.
There's Darren McAuliffe. Here's Zeph and Johnson Porter.
Zephyr joins us now as the Johnson Porter brothers ride the first 4 winners. Zeph, this horse can be a little bit hard going. What was he like today?
No, quite hard going today, but under pretty good control, and just travelled extremely nice.
What about in the barriers? We know he can be a bit of a menace from time to time.
In the barriers, he was lovely. Didn't do anything naughty at all today. Maybe a little bit on the side, but other than that, it was pretty good.
It was a good effort last start. He had to do a fair bit of work in that race.
Yeah, he got a bit of attacked in the first half, so it was a good at least tester for this race. It worked out well.
When did you start to grow in confidence today?
As soon as I got to the front and about the back straight, I felt how good he felt underneath me, and I had a full tank, so I was pretty confident.
What about in the next Super Session? Looks like another nice ride for you.
Yeah, his form's okay. It switches in and out, so hopefully today it's on the in.
First Metro double, mate. Well done.
Thank you.
There's Zeph and Johnson Porter. Great to see him with a Metro double, as Scotty outlined and as Darren outlined. The first 4 winners, all to the Johnson Porter brothers. Clint is aboard Stormageddon in the next. And as Scotty said, Zeph aboard Super Session. Can they make it 5 from 5? But a really nice win from Beats of War, and Darren McAuliffe's stable is low flying.